is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
One, two, Wagwan.
Wagwan, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine.
Wagwan. Hello.
Wagwan. So, long time no seen.
Yeah.
Don't know when was the last time we had a live trading session. Week?
2 weeks?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
No way.
I remember last week was off. You were off, no?
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Having
absolutely.
fun.
So, where do we begin? Let's see, 14 people in the Zoom. Linda, Namita, Samir, Sultan. A lot of you. So, we have discussed what happened yesterday with the services PMI, with the new home sales, and we discussed how did the market react for the disappointing data in the US. US dollar immediately started to plummet. Why was this? Who can tell me?
آره خسته نباشی خدایی
I don't know, Reza. But the reason why the market started to plummet, because there is two very contradicting sentiment or market dynamics is dominating the market. Now, those of you who attend in the morning briefings, which is recorded every single day and you can rewatch it on the website for members only. We discussed that the market already started pricing in that the Fed will stop, or not stop, but slow down with the rate hikes. Is it going to happen? I don't know. Some of the members of the FOMC, such as Neil Kashkari, who is a super hawk, already started giving really hawky statements. So that goes against how the market reacted. The market reacted with the dovish sentiment, meaning that the USD started to plummet, started to weaken, because they think, the market participants think, that the Fed won't be able to continue with the rate hikes. They will continue with 25, 50 basis point, but they ruled out the possibility, or the market ruled out the possibility of 75 or an aggressive rate hike, and that is crystallized in the drop of USD yesterday. Gold flew, so you can see on the chart, this was yesterday's move. This was when the disappointing data came out and gold already started going up. What could be the reason for this? The reason is that the Fed currently is just talking the talk, but not walking the walk. Meaning that until we have, or until we see a decent size rate hike, the market is going to price in, or going to anticipate that the Fed is not going to raise interest rate as much as they did before. Because the market think that the Fed won't be able to with the disappointing data, because if the data is disappointing, the market is betting that the Fed will slow down, because they don't want to push the economy into recession, which is incorrect. Ladies and gentlemen, that is incorrect, because the Fed wants to push the economy into a recession because inflation is still 8.5%. That is 4 times the Fed target rate, or in fact, any central bank's target rate. So what's the takeaway from this? We saw that gold reacted with an impulse move to the upside. US stock market, what happened to the US stock market? US stock market started to drop, and USD Japanese yen, we discussed that one. And also give me another example. Put in waiting room. All right, so if you, bloody hell, if you take the example of Aussie dollar, US dollar, we can see that this nice big bullish candle yesterday was again the reaction of the weakening US dollar that you can see exactly yesterday around 2 p.m. when the data came out. The market reacted with a bullish move to the upside, and now we're retracing down. So are we going to have a rate hike today? No. Are we going to have a rate hike this week? No. What we're going to have this week is the Jackson Hole Symposium, which is starting tomorrow. And also we're going to have the GDP data, which can mess up things, as well as the initial and the continuing jobless claims. Now, Jackson Hole Symposium is an important economic event where some of the most prominent central bankers, financiers and analysts and CEOs of some banks are going to attend, and they're going to have a chit-chat, a few drinks, talking about how the hell we're going to get out of this stagflationary environment where growth is non-existent. If you look at the GDP for the US, they printed 6 times, the past 6 times, 2 consecutive quarters, the US GDP was negative. So there is no growth, there is contraction. But what do we have? Inflation. And if you look up what's the meaning of stagflation, that is, apologies, stagflation is high inflation, low growth, or no growth. That is stagflation. And the only way to get out of this is the Fed, if the Fed is going to aggressively increase interest rate, or if the economy is turning into a recession and depression. But the sooner the better, because we can get away, and maybe that's going to normalize the inflation. So this week I'm expecting US dollar to continue to weaken unless we have some kind of data, some kind of statement or speech from the Fed that's going to tell the opposite, that we have no control over it. But what we can do now is ride a trend and do what the market participants are doing, follow the market. Right now the market is going against the Fed with a good reason. If you have a look this year, so we had 8 months from 2022, almost 9 months, that the Fed was unable to stop inflation. They reacted way too fast for the inflation data. They started the year with inflation is transitory. That's bullshit, because we know that once prices is going up, they're not going to come down just miraculously by a 50 basis point rate hike. Because prices are sticky. So as your wages, if you negotiate a wage with your employer, that's not going to change month to month. That's going to stay where it is. It's sticky, same as prices. So long story short, until we see some action from the Fed, the market is expected to continue to be bullish on gold and on gold, and bearish on USD and the stock market. But again, we have 2 contradicting arguments. And remember that we started the month with started July with bullish stock market, bullish gold, and bearish US dollar. Now, stock market changed a little bit because recently everyone is fearing inflation. So it's a tough job. You have to think about it, which direction you're gonna go. Both of them has valid points, valid arguments, but we have to choose because we cannot just play in the middle. And looking at gold, and so we had buys yesterday and buy today. But since we are in the New York session, close to the New York session, and price came back near to the buying zone where we bought, if I just delete this, you can easier to see. Now we're back again into, what's going to happen. Now price failed to go above yesterday's high, and there was an impulse bearish move to the downside, and now we have the risk that the market is forming a head and shoulders. Now we don't know what's going to happen. By the looks of it now, it looks like it's going to continue and retest yesterday's open, which is at 1745. Anything is possible. So looking at the stock market, I expect it to continue downwards, and it looks good for short. What do you think, Marwan?
I'm still having a long short from 33 for 11, but I don't know if I'm gonna just wait a bit for the manipulation, see what will happen. And then,
I'm gonna enter into a short on US 30. It's a bit risky, but there's no reward without risk in it.
Okay, I'm in. you know me.
Yeah, you're super bull on US stocks.
Okay, there we go.
Bring it on. So how on earth I change this? Let's see. Yeah, so I entered into a short position on US 30. It's only 2.5 lots, so it's nothing crazy, but it's decent. The maximum loss I can endure is going to be £900.
Instead of all the way in, because it's a long plunger that bit long.
It's all the way in. Wow. Well, it's a lot.
Hello, Gordon.
Yeah.
Hello, Gordon.
Got that resistance substance in. I'm shitting.
Yeah.
Gordon, how you doing?
Tomorrow you get back from work, what's your hair? It smells of
Yeah, oil wine.
He doesn't hear me.
He's ignoring you.
Yeah.
get my
What a shame.
bill.
Gordon. And waiting room. All right. So, okay, let's go back to TradingView where we can start drawing the plan for today. Now, US 30, risking a short position. At least if it comes back down to the bottom of this ascending channel, that's a good level to take some profit. It's 50% of the initial target. Now, what do we think about gold? Gold looks like it's turning into bearish now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. How do I do that? Let me delete the buy zone because that's no longer valid in my opinion.
But still, we still have rejection, Thomas, on the pivot, 1744 and 1743. You know?
Exactly, very nice observation. Now this area right here, it's no man's land. It's massaging the pivot. It's still holding the bullish the direction as well, but also the bearish as well. So it's quite tricky. Let me just send out a analysis to the group chat.
I'm still on a long on gold.
Thomas, what do you think about Euro USD?
Just 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, that's done. So what do I think about Euro USD? Now, someone asked me about this morning. Now, Euro USD is pretty much moving sideways, in my opinion. Yesterday it reacted the same way as gold. But if you look, since the beginning of the week, 21st of August, it's pretty much hovering below the parity level, of course, but around 99,500 at the previous close yesterday's open. So this was the price level yesterday where it opened, and now it returned. So in my opinion, I would just stay out from here until we see a nice bullish or bearish move. That would give us a direction.
Well, I entered 2 trades in Euro USD because of that 2 bullish candles. It retested it very well, so I'm waiting bullish candles now.
Yeah, it's quite tricky, this market today. I mean, yesterday was easy because we had a nice support and we had the data. Today was really nice because we had this bull flag pattern. So price started massaging the daily pivot and boom, we had, how much was this? That was like just 4 pips shy away from 100. That was a nice catch. Looked in some profits on the previous highs, but now back again into this zone. So we don't know what's the plan. Let's just wait and observe. For some reason, it looks like it's going to drop in any minute. What do you think?
Yeah, it's in no man's land in between the pivots. So above the pivots, actually. It's consolidating above the pivots.
Damn right.
Yeah, it's an indication it's gonna drop hard. I'm gonna try a small sell. Let's see.
It's not a good day to trade.
Maybe. I think everyone is waiting for the Jackson Hole symposium. Hence, market is moving a little bit funny. Let's see what news we have in the calendar. Today, today. Durable good orders. Now, who can tell me what's core durable orders? It has many stars. And we have pending home sales, crude oil inventories, wholesale sales. Oh, sorry, that's for Canada. According to investing.com, core durable good orders measures the change in the total value of new orders for long-lasting manufactured goods, excluding transportation items. Because aircraft orders are really volatile, the core number gives a better gauge of ordering trends. A higher reading indicates increased manufacturing activity. Now, the GDP in the United States, is it mainly from manufacturing and services?
No.
Who was it?
Me. I said no.
Yes,
Or am I
you're
wrong?
correct. No, you're not. You are correct, because the US GDP is made up around 50 to 60 or even higher number of consumption. Our American friends like to consume, and I'm not talking about some cold Long Island beverage. I'm talking about they like to spend their hard-earned dollars, and that is adding value to every single transaction. Of course, the government is standing behind the sellers and taking its fair cut. Therefore, the GDP is made up of consumption, of sales, buying and selling goods and services. So it's not really manufacturing. In my opinion, it shouldn't really affect the market, but don't quote me on that, because I don't really trade core durable good orders. Those of you who trade with me, you know exactly my favorites: CPI, PPI, unemployment, NFP, GDP, of course. Good old GDP. So we're going to see, it's coming out in 8 minutes. Has already forecasted a decrease in manufacturing orders. So we have 8 minutes to come up with a plan that how is it going to affect the gold, the stock, and the cash market. What do you think? Any ideas? We saw yesterday the disappointing data in the USD market, so the cash market, on the currency market resulted in a drop in USD and gold was going up, and that was disappointing data. What about today? What about if the Euro good orders is disappointing?
And then the gold will go up again. I think it's the bad news will continue. It's not like it's gonna disappear from yesterday.
Exactly. So what does it tell? Disappointing data, what does it tell to market participants? Are they going to suddenly turn, hawkish, that yes, the Fed should continue increasing rates? Or are they going to react as they did yesterday, that they think, market think, because clearly there was a reaction of the market of the disappointing data, and the speculation of the market right now, or the sentiment, remember this word, the sentiment of the market right now is that if the US is printing disappointing data, this will deter the Fed to increase interest rate. And if we have disappointing data and durable good orders, and we have pending home sales as well, that's at 4 o'clock. So if we continue to have disappointing data, the market should react the same way as it did yesterday. But let's see how the market is going to react. In my opinion, if we, maybe let me draw it this way. If the market sentiment is going to continue the same way as it did yesterday, we should see a bullish move. But if for some reason the sentiment from yesterday changed, which is highly unlikely, then we should see a drop in gold. But what if yesterday's bull move and whoever went long, they're going to start taking some profits? Oh, so exciting.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Jack. So, I guess you just said hi, no other reason. But some people asking about Jackson Hole in the YouTube chat. Asking what is Jackson Hole? Well, it's not Jackson's Hole, so it's not the hole of Mr. Jackson. Jackson Hole is an economic symposium where some of the most prominent members of central banking and finance are going to meet and discuss current pressing economic issues. It's a symposium. It's organized by organized in Wyoming, Jackson Hole. Jackson Hole is a town. It's a very pretty town, and it has some really nice restaurants. You can see there's the $1 Million Cowboy Bar. That sounds really gay, but you know, it's a nice place. It looks like a fucking scenery, like a picture, like a painting, isn't it? They have pizza in Jackson Hole. Anyway, long story short, so some of the finest financiers with the best pedigrees are meeting in Jackson Hole to talk about economics. And guess what? My good friend Jay Powell is about to give a speech this Friday at 4 o'clock. Fed Chair Powell speak. This one right here. And he has the chance to speak up, to turn the table around? Is he going to be hawkish? Is he going to be dovish? That is the biggest question everyone is asking on the market, because remember that the Fed stopped with forward guidance. They're not going to tell you how much they're increasing interest rate. They're not going to tell you what is going to be the next step. The Fed in July stepped back into the dark shadow in a corner, laid back, and just letting the market to do its thing. And I think when the time comes, they want to spook the markets. And what they're going to do at the next rate hike, they need to surprise the markets. We need someone like Paul Walker, who was one of the most hawkish central banker in history. During his time from 1979 to 1987, that was the year when I was born, this man was fighting double-digit inflation, 15-20%, and he was not afraid to increase interest rate to 20-25%. I don't know the exact number, but he was the one who pushed interest rate above inflation rate. So interest rate is higher than the inflation number. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. If you think about it, would Jay Powell do it? No, I don't think so. He has the balls. Jay Powell is a safe player. But enough of me talking. The floor is yours, guys. Ask questions.
Well, I think it's gonna be too volatile, like, because everyone is waiting for it, and depends how they understand his speech. So it's like last time, like it was going up and down in the same minute, like crazy, right?
Last time, Jackson Hole or what?
No, last time he had speech, Jake Powell.
Yes, and why was that?
Well, because of the way of his speech.
Yes, exactly. I noticed that Jay Powell is a bit of a showman. He always starts his speeches, whenever he asked questions by journalists, he always starts that, well, the US economy is fighting inflation and it is the number one enemy. The Fed is going to do everything within its power to tackle inflation. Boom! Everything is slapped down, gold is falling, the stock market is falling, because that means if they want to fight inflation, they need to raise interest rate. And that is bearish for markets. But the next minute, he shifts into, but I strongly believe that the stock market is going to survive another 75 basis point rate hike. And boom, everything is turned around in a jiffy. And that is, you know, it's smoke and mirrors, but he can control the market. And that's why it's not really good to trade qualitative events, because we don't know what's going to happen. And we have... Oh, I think the data is out now, isn't it? Thursday. Hey, durable goods. Let's see how the market is reacting. Okay, durable goods. It's not bad. Yeah. It's good. Let's see if the market is reacting or whether the market is going to change in sentiment.
Will the Jackson Hole hypnosis be live, like through a speech, or no?
Your question is whether it's going to be streamed or not?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm really...
Speaking.
I hope it's going to be streamed, live streamed, because that means we can listen in. And if you can listen in, I can narrate it for you. I can translate it.
It'd be quite interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating, but you know, it's quite hard when it's like translating live from one language to another, because they're going to speak economics. That's a whole different language.
Yeah. It's my first time hearing this. I've never heard of this before.
What, Jackson Hole?
Yeah.
It's I think it's decades. It has decades of history. It's going back to decades.
Right. What's the main purpose of it? Like just them discussing how.
When you have a
how-
problem,
Yeah.
what's the best strategy to do? Is it just to think alone in the dark, or maybe just step
Yeah.
out and speak with some of the most prominent and the smartest people on the planet? Of course it is, you know, talk about it. If you have an issue, talk about it. If you go out clubbing and next day your willy is itching, talk about it with the doctor. The same as with the economy. Inflation is high, they need to talk about it.
Right. Understand. Hopefully it'll be live and then we can all like tune into it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
US 30 is going down.
Woo! Man, oh man. I love it. So US 30, who's in US 30?
Of course, me.
Of course, my comrade when it comes to shorting US 30. How is gold doing?
You know,
Gold is doing okay.
I have a position from 33 for 11.
33. That's a nice entry. That's from yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have a question. Who's good with numbers, with maths, arithmetics? Here's the problem that needs solving. We have 330 minus 85. How much is that? Let me get a calculator. 330 minus 85. It is 245. That's the amount of fucking people who forget to press the like button on my stream. So people on YouTube, start pressing the like button now. I mean, really now. That's disappointing.
They want the gold to go up. You have to press. Push, push, push.
Yeah, the only correlation between gold, the only thing that can push up gold is the number of likes. So if you press the like button...
It's been proven.
Yeah, you see, some 4 people already pressed the like, 10 people, and then it starts pushing up. So if you want, press it once, not twice, just once. Some good AMSR there. What, like drinking? Do you want me to do AMSR? Oh.
It's vodka in it.
Yes, 2 liters of vodka. Is there other data? Pending home sales. I remember yesterday we did have new home sales, and that really pushed the market. So there could be a reason that today again is waiting for pending home sales at 4 o'clock. We'll see. And remember, this is not financial advice. Always manage your money. You are solely responsible for managing your own money and making trading decisions on your own. I'm just drawing lines. That's it. End of story. Market recently. Also, don't forget, it's the last 2 weeks of August. Or the last 1.5. 7 days left from August. Volume is still very thin. People will return to the office from 5th of September. So until that, expect some crazy volatile moves. Which you may or may not like, but it's going to hit stop loss many, many times. And my good friend Lakshminta A says, Tomasz, could you please check the gold with 4-hour candle? The trend line is sharply downside till Friday. Can we see downtrend? Today also unable to overcome yesterday's high. It's very true. So it failed to penetrate yesterday's high, which is a signal of weakness. And remember that we had a nice bullish move since the beginning of the week. That could result in a correction. Oh, you're not watching my trading view. Now you're watching my trading view. So there is a possibility it will come down to test again 1735 before it moves up. Anything is possible, so the only way to protect yourself is using a stop loss. Understood? Let's have a look at US 30. How about to split the screen? US 30 is dropping nicely. Every time when I split the screen, for some reason my drawings are not transferred to the new chart, which is really annoying. In it.
Hey Thomas, I had that same problem as well. There's like this little link tab on the left side on top of the trash.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does, it just, as soon, you gotta leave that on, but as soon as you start marking up your charts, it should have them on both charts.
Ah, nice.
You just gotta make sure it's on all the time.
You see, that's what I like. A man came out and gave me a solution. Not a problem, a solution. Thank you, Aldo.
You're welcome.
Alright, be careful with gold because it's too close to the daily pivot. US 30 is dropping nicely, but gold is, you know gold. He can be a bitch sometimes, or she can be a bitch sometimes, many times.
Yeah.
The amount of time gold pulled down my trousers, it's just phenomenal. I think it even pulled down my trousers more often than ladies did in a nightclub. Who's in gold? Who's in US 30?
Yeah, I'm in both.
I'm in both, but I'm in a sell on gold.
Oh.
I'm in both.
Yeah, some people sell, some people buy. What was the reason for your selling? Is it a weakness of the previous, or the bounce from the previous daily high?
It was because of this, and also this high is I think it was a 0.78 on the 4 hour. 1 second.
0.78.
Yeah, it was right above the 0.78, the 7.8 on the 1 hour, plus the analysis we did on Sunday.
I wasn't in the Sunday analysis team. You see, I should have attended. Maybe I would have changed my position into buy. Well, either way, US 30 is now paying for the bills, but I have 3 open positions on gold, so it's still running in 230 pips profit in it, so it's not too bad. So let's just show you. Even if I get hit stop loss, the top one, it's minus £900, but I get enough money from the bottom ones that it would pay for the loss. It's a good deal. Oh, gold. comes lower than the daily pivot, I'm gonna start locking in some money because it's running in 200. It's just 200 pips now. If it hits, let's say the stop loss is at 1740, below 1742. If it hits the stop loss, I'm going to start looking in some profits. But right now, I'm gonna lock in profit on gold. So I have 1.5 standard lot on the bottom one. So I left one standard lot. And the next one is I'm going to lock in 2 standard lots, leaving 1 lot on each price level. And that... And then even if it hits stop loss, everything is covered. But US 30, oh my god, look at this nice, beautiful drop.
Hey Thomas, I'm just in.
Hello Percy.
How are you doing, man?
Very good. It's good to be back.
Yeah, you had a few days off.
A few weeks, in fact. Yeah, and I'm gonna have a few days off next week. Last days of August. I want to go fishing. I want to go clubbing. I want to do everything.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. Your wife hasn't delivered yet, so
no.
Clubs.
Yeah, we have 3 months left. So
when the baby is there, then there will be no clubbing, man.
The party is over. Yes, that's a good thinking.
New party starts, and that's an amazing one.
Yeah, new party with nappies and vomit and.
But even so, it's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a son from 3 years and a daughter she just made 1 year.
Congratulations, Mr. Percy.
Yeah, it's really a blessing, man.
Well, I'm gonna be a first-time father that I know of. I don't know the rest, but we're looking forward.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
For sure, I can't wait. Well, it definitely will be a change for me.
Fun, man.
Should I give you one tip, really off topic? But
go ahead.
It was like, wow. You are gonna be making milk like the whole night, right? So instead of heating up the milk every time, you have these, how do you call it in English?
Milk.
Ja, ik kom net binnen.
Oh, oké, ja. De waterkoker.
Water boiler.
Yeah, water boiler. You have them, right? That you can just pinpoint how warm you want to have, and you can also keep it that warm.
Yeah,
so
we have that as well. The warmer. So you put the bottle in, there is water in it, which heats up the milk. Yeah, we have that.
Oh, okay. I have a normal water boiler, but then you can just preset the heat. That was amazing. I just put in the milk and it's already the right temperature. Like, wow, that was a relief.
I know Hungary is beyond Netherlands, but we still have these. So
way beyond.
No, but it's still that you have to buy it, right? Because with my son we didn't have it, and then I saw it by somebody else, and it took so much time now that you don't have to put hot and cold and check and everything, and child is then crying like do fast. So it doesn't help.
I think when you discover these kind of inventions, you like, fuck, why didn't know about this? And by the way, Raul, how was your day with the suppliers?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hi.
I'm tired.
I can imagine. All the schmoozing.
Sometimes they think I'm stupid or something like that. But they have the wrong person in front of them.
Yeah.
A whole discussion, we have problems, so I want them to stand for all the costs.
I mean,
they say,
of course
no,
they...
we have no backlog to you. It's your problem. So I said, What is on the front of my head? What is written on my front forehead?
A
Is it
bird.
nothing? Is it not even stupid? Why? So you delivered only 17. We ordered 50. You moved the rest of your backlog to October, and then you're shouting, "No, we have no backlog." How you think that I'm stupid or?
Well, he's watching a different system.
No, it's a typical company.
Yeah,
that
it's
has problems with their deliveries. They're not looking for solutions, but start blaming and.
Yeah, it's like in the communism.
Wiping
No,
everything
we
under
don't have any
the
problem.
No.
Yeah. Same
But
as the
come
communism.
not with dumb arguments.
I like what you just said. Swipe everything in under the mat. That's really a Dutch saying.
No. They use it here in Sweden also.
Yeah.
Yep.
What, the milk warmer?
No, not the milk warmer. Is that not normal breastfeeding? If your milk is already warm.
Yeah, that's why you just have to use your hands to warm up the.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a different topic. So.
The other discussion. Did I miss something, guys? Are you in the cell, Thomas?
In a buy actually, but it's not doing too well.
Oh, I took after I saw the outcome in a cell.
So gold, I have 3 buys, but I closed in most of the positions, locking in some nice profit. On US 30, I am in a sell, third time, running in 7,800 points of profit. That equals to about 780 pips, whichever you prefer to say. AUD USD, that is closed before the drop. Those are my positions.
Good. I'm in a sell USD and in a sell gold. All blue numbers.
Oh, forgot about USD.
Sorry, Percy.
Yes, I was just wondering, right? Because I want to go to the broker that you also are at, Thomas, and I want to start to use US 30, and that works for different points that are contract size than gold. Can you give me some info about that? Because gold moves with 10 pips. If you go from 40 to 41, it's 10 pips. How do you measure US 30? Because it's different.
The first thing you need to find out is the contract size. So all you have to do is when you go to your MetaTrader, I try to pull up the thing. So when you have US 30, if you go to the instrument page on the left, you have US 30. You see USD Japanese yen, US 30.
I'm back.
Double click, you right click, and you find conditions, and that will bring up the contract size. I try to share it with you. So this is what you see, and then you find the hours, the swap rates, and what is the contract size? What is the tick size? I think it's called the tick size. Yeah, and then you just have to use a calculator. Simple as that. And a calculator, you go to my Forex or my FX book or any investing.com has as well. You go to Forex calculators, position size calculator, and then you enter US 30. It's right at the. Hold on, they don't have US 30. Fuck off. No, they don't have US 30 in this one. But anyway, you find a calculator, and then you just enter your account size, the risk ratio. I would swap it with money so you can know exactly. Well, you can calculate 3% or whatever 3% equivalent on your account, and then the number of stop loss or pips, and you translate it into a buy or sell position on TradingView. Simple as that.
Okay. The calculator I use, Percy, is cashbackforex.com.
Okay, I'll check.
Cashbackforex.com.
Yeah, they have all the indices in there, and then it allows you to fix the contract size.
Okay.
Yeah, you find it.
All right, thanks, man.
You're welcome. Hey Thomas, on GU, do you think there's still potential to shoot down?
Let's see what was the reaction yesterday. I think it has to. It's tough not to crack. Today we had USD or GBP data off. No, yesterday we had GBP. Manufacturing PMI. I think it will continue. It has the potential to go higher, but you know, today is harder. The only easy day was yesterday. I'm more interested in gold and US 30 today. I think these have higher potentials.
Yeah, it looks like it's moving up again.
I noticed in myself that when I focus on one or two pairs, that's good. And even though I can extend the reasoning, the strategy, so I do the macroeconomics, the fundamentals, and I start with the macroeconomics top down. What's happening if you have disappointing data from the US? What's happening? How is the market reacting? What is the forecast or the sentiment of the market? How is the Fed going to react to bearish or bullish news? And I translate it into gold and US 30. And as soon as I add one or two more pairs, that's when I start getting confused, because I have too many things to look out. Remember that these things, gold and US 30 is easier to trade for me because it doesn't have the currency variable. It has only one currency, US dollar. It's denominated in US dollar. But other currencies you have to start factoring in. For example, GBP USD. You have to factor in the whole United Kingdom economy, news, fundamentals, politics. What's happening there? It's just too much.
Definitely. The good news is sometimes you just need to stick to one or two pairs and then just stay in trend with them.
Yeah. If you can catch the trend, for example, dollar was king this year, then that's all you need for the whole, a few months. But even if you trade for 3-4 months, you can make profit for the whole year. And then the trend breaks down, monetary policy changing, politics is shifting, fundamentals shifting, and everything else starts again. Replanning.
Do you think it would be safe to go in and buy now?
For gold?
Yeah.
What do you see on the screen? Yeah, I think it is safe.
Rejection.
Yeah, good rejection from the pivot, but it failed to break the previous high. So I still, looking at the reaction yesterday for the bearish news, and given the reasoning that the market immediately priced in a dollar weakening for the bearish or the weak economy news, I think it has the potential to continue higher, but impulse move should follow by a retracement. I picked my side. I'm short-term bullish on gold until 1760.
Okay.
Avinash on YouTube says that he's still waiting for a big discount so he can buy his lifetime membership. Where would you like to buy a membership, Avinash? Gentlemen's Club? If you want to buy a membership to the Alpha FX, lucky you, it's 50% discount just today. Let me send you the link, but it's only today. It's so awesome. I discovered that even though I have two computers, one Mac Mini and my individual laptop, I can use one mouse and one keyboard just to type and work on both, because you know, if I pull to the left the mouse, the cursor is moving to my laptop. It's like freaking magic.
That's pretty sweet.
Insane that the Mac products are how they think about everything. Just absolutely magical. I would not switch to any other product other than Mac.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to go back into Mac. I upgraded my, well, I just moved to this new city, and when I moved down here to Florida, I ended up going the Windows route. And man, I have 2 separate mouses. I use one keyboard that's hooked up to 2 of my computers. It's terrible.
Yeah. I know. I remember the first time when I bought my first Mac laptop. You know, it felt magical because, you know, it's a Mac. It's after you had Windows. I grew up on Windows. And other Commodore, Atari, and all those Nintendo. So when I switched to Mac, I was like, wow, that's, you know, the whole materials, the details, it's just quality. But when I started using, I was like, fuck, how does it work? I figured out, and then, you know, it's just so dummy proof, idiot proof.
Thomas, we were discussing the other day, me and my friends, that our generation is the golden generation because we've seen it all from the beginning. I mean, the oldest Atari and that stuff, and going up.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know who I admire really? Those guys, boys and girls, who actually took advantage of the internet revolution. They learned how to code, how to program, they tech savvy. Now they're earning big bucks.
Have you guys
I
seen
used to work in programming area, but I left it a long time ago, like 2000.
Big mistake. Now, if you're a software engineer or programmer now, mate.
No, I work in petroleum now, so yeah.
Well, that's another good business.
Even better.
All you have to do is just at the end of the shift, just go have a dip in the barrel. When you go home, just squeeze your clothes and you have a full tank of petrol.
Yeah, if it was that easy.
All right, the market is definitely waiting for the 4 o'clock news, which will be pending home sales. Do you think it's waiting for pending home sales today?
I think so.
Yeah. Yesterday, home sales.
Waiting for tomorrow.
I feel like it will go down and then it will go up. Depend if the home sales is worse than expected, it's probably gonna go down to bait it out and then go up from there.
Yeah. Oh, we have a new hourly candle opening. Whew. So exciting.
I think now it's just consolidating, you know, waiting for the big move. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what should we do until we wait?
Just
what should we do?
Just don't stare the markets, man. Do what you want to do. It gets tiring when
the like button.
Press the like button, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good advice to the 320 people watching, that hit the like button.
Raul, are you in the office right now, or?
Yes, I'm in the office right now. Why?
Nah, because I read your message just now and was overhearing the issues with the supply chain. That's why.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like 7 hours back, so probably it's in the afternoon.
It's 3 o'clock here now.
Right. It's 9 o'clock here.
Okay, that is I officially have a half hour. Then I'm ready for the day. Oh, cool.
Come on, gold. Don't be a bitch. The US30 looks like it just stopped on yesterday's close.
I already had a sell from what is it, 52.
Oh, you as well, Raul.
Sneaky bastard. Yes.
Okay, gold is running in some profit. US30 is still in profit. I mean, 7,000 points. That's quite decent.
That is
isn't it?
nice.
It's freaking nice for Wednesday.
Yep.
But now it's stopped. I mean, it's run out of steam.
I can't complain for today.
I need to get a charger for my laptop.
How's everybody doing?
Good, Raul, good.
All good, Raul. How are you?
As always. Right.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good.
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 Staying out of trouble?
No, never.
Oh, that's funny.
No, relax.
Raul, question. You still work on that scalping strategy?
Yep.
Still using it? On what pairs?
Use 30 down, and sometimes one of the majors.
It's still on the 1 minute, right?
Yeah, but I use it on the 5 also. Maybe lately a little bit more on the 5 minute.
I tried it on the 5 minutes. It's have a little bit delay, I think. Like I don't know. Maybe the market. Not the strategy. Yeah.
No, but I switch to all my time frames to see if I find some confirmation of thinking that I like.
Okay.
Because I use more confirmances maybe than only that. But it's the same sometimes. I not get a signal, but I jump in because of a moving average, or I see in some kind of pattern or doji.
You mean like other confirmation?
I combine everything. My wife and daughter say you're a kind of rain man. You see things on the charts they
I think
don't see, and think, okay, Rolls saw something. Hey, there is an echo, Thomas. We hear YouTube, I think. Or is it just me?
No, it was my computer.
Do you hear us, Thomas?
I can hear you.
No?
Yes, I can.
Oh.
Just playing around with my sound deck.
Okay.
Thomas, what you told us like last week or the week before is that because sometimes I'm here on the sideline. You said like if it breaks the pivot, daily pivot, mostly it retests, right? So actually, if this is going to be a sell, then we have to wait till it confirms a break of the pivot and then retest, right?
Yeah, if it breaks with an impulse candle to the upside or downside, in my observation is that yes, it's going to retest it, and you can use it as a support or a resistance if it breaks the downside.
Yeah, now it's like a support. And do you check the confirmation of do you check it on the 15 minute or on the 1 hour?
I think you can check it on any time frame because the pivot is a pivot. It stays the same.
Exactly. True.
Yeah. A little bit disappointed reaction on the news, right?
Yes. Very disappointing.
Yeah.
Hey Thomas, I don't think you've ever talked about the daily pivots or like the pivot lines. Do you mind explaining what they are?
Ooh. Do you want the long or the short answer?
Let's go short.
Okay. The short one. The short one is if you go to the website, Raul actually did the whole presentation on the pivots, which is somewhere on the website. Somewhere. Under the rainbow. Yes, somewhere on the website. If not, I will find it and upload it.
Okay.
So that's the short answer.
It's on the website somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hidden.
Hidden in the gems.
Pivots basically actually used. It was reintroduced by Raul to me. I haven't used in my trading career, but they work like magic because, to show you as an example, when you look at the chart, you start with a naked chart, with a blank chart, right?
Okay.
You can draw levels, you can draw trend lines, you can draw Fibonacci, you can draw anything you want. But some of the things you cannot see unless you start to calculate the pivots. Now, daily pivots are calculated pivots, so these are not just random numbers. These are calculated by a formula which takes into consideration yesterday's closing price, yesterday's opening price, the highs, the lows, takes an average, and then, you know, the formula is on the website.
Is it the lapel levels?
No.
Is it the,
no?
Okay.
No, that's something
No.
else.
The pivot is used in finance. It's actually used in fixed income. In fixed income markets, that was the first time, and the support and resistance levels is calculated. Where is the formula? Anyway,
it was the daily high, daily low, and the
closing
daily close divided
by 3. Exactly.
I see it here.
So these things, if you want to see these levels, you have to calculate them. But
yeah,
when you start with a naked chart, you don't see these levels unless you calculate them manually. But luckily, TradingView has the functionality to give you these numbers. And look how nicely it is below the support level, what you see with your eyes. But look how freaking amazing, magical, strong, and powerful the support level of the pivot. And the more you add, you can add the lapels, the previous daily opens and closes, and then boom.
More confirmation.
More confirmations. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Pivot.
And then you have we use the daily, weekly, or monthly, and then the Fibonacci. All kind of support and resistance levels, but we use the Fibonacci.
Yeah, sometimes they do line up together, but sometimes they don't. So it's hit or miss. But the pivots are just absolutely wonderful how they work.
Yep.
What script do you guys use, if you don't mind me asking?
What script?
Yeah, so on the indicators, is it the pivot extension strategy? The
pivot standard.
Standard? Okay.
Yep.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome, mate.
I'm gonna just pop down for a coffee. I'm back in a minute. Keep your eye on the pivot that we talked about. I mean, so far it's a strong support level, but it's really massaging it annoyingly too much. Keep your eye on it. I'm back with a coffee.
Take one for me too.
I'll take a round too.
Make it to 3, please.
Thomas, I want something with the coffee also.
Me too. Biscuits, please.
A little bit more on biscuits, my friend. Not that cheap.
And don't forget some sugar on it, alright?
Yeah, he has a good week. He can spend a little bit more than biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I had a 2.8% today again.
Well done.
And I'm still running some 1% in plus my runners.
Nicely done, Raul.
Yes. Every day.
US
A couple
30
of
is running.
yes, a couple of percentage. It's good. I should close everything. I think it's done for
I
the
guess
day,
we're going
but-
down.
Yeah, man. And I was in a cell boat.
Raoul?
Yep.
You decided to take a sell on gold because of the news or some other...
No, I went in a cell 52. And the news, everything was now almost 2 out of 3 was green for the dollar. So I thought we have to have a push down. Then I scalp, take the half and let the other half run on break even. So I had actually two entries, one at the 52 and one at what is it? 1747.
Nice, yeah, I missed the 72.
But I went in big plots.
Okay, nice.
I had good feeling today. I feel lucky. No,
Yeah, good, man.
I start slowly, but I'm almost about 8% this week. Then you can take a little bit more risk.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you're right.
Five is my weekly target.
5%?
5%.
Nice.
Just take. I try to with scalp and some swing trading. 1%. I risk 0.5%. Then you only have one trade with win ratio 1 to 2. It's not more. That easy.
Yeah.
That's why I like the pivot. I calculate everything. Maybe because it is my work also, but I calculate everything, and that's why I like the pivots. It's not something and feeling, but it's calculated levels. And I still believe banks and big companies, financial institutions, they don't trade by hand. They have to trade with algorithms. So there must be a kind of formula behind it.
All right, what did I miss?
That's my my thought. Now we're chit-chatting a little bit. Why I took the sell.
On gold?
On gold, I saw one at 52 and one at 47, because 2 out of 3 were bullish for news was bullish for the dollar, and then I go in a little bit big and take half, put the rest on break even.
You like big things, don't you, Raul?
Yes, yes.
Okay, US30 is looking good.
That's why I have that big feet.
Yeah, you live in a big foot. That's
Hope
what
so.
they say. But you're quite tall as well, 187 centimeters.
88, almost 190.
That's a big man.
And 100. No, I should say 110 kilograms. That's a little bit. I lost a little bit.
This
I
is
quit
normal
with the
for
sugar and
Dutch
cola.
people.
It comes with age.
Yep. I think, where is my tool? Okay, I have to work on that roof above it.
Yeah, you need to be careful. Instead of trying to get a six-pack, prevent getting a kegger.
Yes, I have a six-pack, but I secured it well. I put some isolation on it. I think I close everything, guys. Nothing happens. They can't take it from me. Boom. Boom. Guys, clean sheet. You're welcome. I hope, Thomas, it will be in buy for you.
Before you go, Raul. Before you go, is
I'm
there
not
any
going. I only closed all my positions.
Remember
is
that
there
US Open
Is there
is
somewhere
coming
we
up.
can see your strat?
Yep. But now I don't hear anything. Thomas and you, Brandon, are talking.
I'll give it to Brandon, please. Now he's not talking. What do you want to say, Brandon?
Brandon!
He's feeling shy.
Brandon.
Give him a. You gotta warm him up.
Give him a
That's
rub.
not what I do, by man. Sorry. Yeah, sure, London can open, but it can also be the other direction, Thomas. So why? As I said, I made, I think 3% today. I made 8-9% this week.
That's
Fuck
how
it.
much is the return in the bank? 1%, 2% in a year. You made 9% in a week.
Yep. And for the last months, I'm combining a little bit of scalping with some swing trading, take partials, put things on break even as quick as possible. It pays out.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Brandon is back. Brandon,
You
you wanted to say something.
Had an audio problem there, sorry. No, I was just asking Raul his strategy. I perhaps missed it, but I'll catch it in the replay. Okay. I'm there in the portal.
You understand the answer?
Yeah.
I
Raul's
adjusted a little
strategy.
bit. I always look to improve, ask myself.
Okay.
But mostly pivot with price action. Sometimes I use the moving average, sometimes a little bit different, other things.
Thank you.
Raul actually made an amazing presentation on his 1-minute scalping strategy, and that is on the website.
I'm working with a new strategy, but I'm not figure out the stop losses. how to manage the risk, but it's so fucking easy. I want to let my nephew of 10 test the strategy.
Have you used the ATR as a stop loss?
No, not with this one.
No.
I
I used to do that to kind of help me with my stop losses, since I would get stopped out so quickly sometimes.
Yeah, but it's that quick scalping that it's going too quick. So
Gotcha.
I try to figure out something, but as soon as I feel okay, but this is fun to share, then I will share it.
Thank you.
That is what I do. I bought my holiday house in April, and I live there for 90%, and I still don't have a TV. So I sit in the evening watching charts, see how I can improve, why I analyze my entries for exits, why I went out for that, what
It became like an addiction, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like,
almost.
Because
almost.
when you have some success and you start enjoying the game and you start figuring out, it becomes obsessive.
Yeah, but what do I have to do in the evenings? Do I have to talk with my wife? Sorry. I have to do something. No, that's just joking. I don't. My wife looks for what is it, Paradise Hotel and that kind of programs on the computer. I don't care a shit about that.
Funny.
So I'm renovating or sit in the kitchen table, and normally I worked a lot at home, but I decided I don't do that. I set myself, Thomas, a goal that I want to stop in a year. We're working completely, trade a little bit, and full time. No, not full time, but a couple hours a day, and the rest live life.
I remember the day when I decided to leave my job in banking. So it was 2018 when I moved back to Hungary, and 2019, I think it was 3 years now that I left my job in banking and finance. And I had the debate with myself, should I do it? One of the reasons was that I left, it's because in banking and finance we have to disclose every position that we open in the markets, because I had access to the main position keeping system that was linked, so 15 countries that belonged under me in capital markets. Every trader's position was fed into this position keeping system, so I could see their positions live. And because it's insider trading, we have to legally disclose every position we open, whether especially stocks, if it's company stocks, the company I work for, but even the currency and everything. And I think maybe it was one of my colleagues who stitched me up with HR or compliance, I don't know, but they found out that I'm trading. We had a bit of shizzle, disciplinary action, etc. I was like, fuck off. And I really enjoyed the work, but then I went into part-time, keep working because it was good. I had to travel to countries, visit the foreign colleagues, but then it was like, why should I go into the office 9 o'clock when I can wake up at 9 o'clock every day? Why should someone tell me what to do when I tell myself what to do? It was tough. I think the first month I had a big loss as a Murphy's Law, but then it worked out well, and I would not go back to work for anyone. And since that we opened 2 other businesses with my wife, an e-commerce web shop and another business that it's not I'm not going to disclose. And it's doing well. And she left her job
You're selling dildos.
And she.
So he's selling baby warmers.
Sorry?
Yeah, you can call it what you want, my friend.
Yeah. So, and my wife, based on the success I had, she left her job as well. She started working on one of the businesses that we run together. And you know, when she discovered freedom, it's just priceless. We work double the time that we used to work in banking, but we don't mind because we enjoy it.
Yep.
When we meet with suppliers or with the employees, when we're discussing with the partners as well, it's just we are our own boss and we can do whatever we want with the free time. And wealth is measured in time. The time whenever you can decide who you go, where you go, who you spend it with, it's priceless.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to all you guys.
How old are you, Aldo?
I'm 24.
You're young.
You're young.
I was 33 when I started standing on my own feet. So you have plenty of time to figure out.
Yeah.
I think by 30 months I start standing on my feet.
It's been quite a journey for myself too. I ended up moving down to Miami alone, so I'm down here with my wife, recently married. And, you know, we're starting our life down here, so
Congratulations.
It's been a journey. Thank you.
Remember, one advice I can give you is try to think if you're working for someone, try to see how could you improve the things that they do, what they do wrong, how could you improve. If they do something wrong, maybe you can help them, or if you see a business opportunity, a market gap, a niche, and if you say, okay, maybe they have this client, I could do the same job for cheaper. Just get the client's number and say, listen, man, I'm gonna do it, and start your own business. Maybe you're gonna have some tough months. Doesn't matter. Do it.
Oh, but basically, a lot of companies work with the non-disclosure agreements, NDAs. You're not allowed to contact the customers and that kind of.
Yes and no. So it depends, but I don't think that Brandon is working for S&P 500 company that in a high-ranking role at the age of 24.
What are you doing now, though?
I work with an investment company down here for real estate, but we were located in Nevada, so that's where I'm originally from. So we buy a lot of investment properties and wholesale them, or turn them over to one of our partners so we could rehab and fix. And I do a lot of like the sales calls, as well as marketing management. So, I got a little bit on my plate, and yeah, I mean, it's been working out really good. It's allowed me to move down here. And I've also dabbled into different other businesses such as e-commerce, social media marketing, drop shipping, so it's been quite a journey.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but
Nice.
Definitely I'm still pushing. At the end of the day, out of everything I've been doing, the one that I see just how my lifestyle currently is, it's been trading, and I've been for the past year, my trading has grown exponentially. So I've been very proud of myself.
Good.
And we're proud of you, Brandon. And ladies and gentlemen, the New York Stock Exchange is officially open.
It's moving.
Yeah, I think you will find your way. And my biggest problem was when at your age is what to do in life. It was bloody painful. I tried so many jobs. I was not even, I think I just finished university. Well, it doesn't matter. So I had a hard time figuring out what I want, which direction to go. But once you found it, once the money comes in, doesn't matter.
Full steam ahead.
That's right.
Hey Thomas, we were asking for some coffee too. You left without answering us.
Yes.
Oh, coffee.
Yep. And something
you
with
want
coffee. He had a good week, so no business, a little bit more.
I don't understand. Do you want coffee or not?
Coffee with
With
something
some
with
snacks.
it.
Some donuts.
Coffee
Exactly.
with donuts. I have no idea what you guys talking about.
When you
If you
went
said
to your
that,
coffee
you-
break. Ooh. We thought you were going for a round of coffee, so we were trying to get our order in.
Okay, yeah, I'm the coffee boy. Yeah, just hit me up. I did actually. Do you remember Zeph? I did order him a pizza once on a live stream.
Yeah, I can remember that.
When was that?
How is Seth? I didn't hear for a long time from him.
He went back to accounting, and
Oh right, he has to find a job.
yeah, he found a job. He had to find a job because the pandemic hit his real estate business, Airbnb. And since that, we haven't heard from him really.
I shall contact him, see if how he's doing.
How long has it been since you started, you know, the course and doing the Zoom calls and everything?
The Zoom calls, the live trading is only since this year, since the beginning of this year.
Okay.
And I have to say the live trading is a huge success, not just on YouTube, but in my personal trading as well, because those who started trading live with me at the beginning of this year know exactly that the success rate was phenomenal, was really, really good. And I was hesitant to do live trading because, you know, it can go really good or it can go really shit, but 99% of the cases when you start trading live or do anything live, you're going to fail. But in our case, it was the opposite. It started, you know, tough, getting used to the streaming, the hosting, the talking, but then when we had, or I had some really, really good trades, I don't know whether it's because of you guys that you are by my side and, you know, we are here discussing strategy, views in the markets, or maybe because I'm repeating myself, explaining the macroeconomics, the technicals and everything, but I was most successful this year than last year alone.
Wow. So you think it's a little bit of the pressure as well that's helped increase, you know,
It could be.
the trading success?
Could be. I'm pretty sure it was, yes. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, that US 30 today is continued to go down. The market is poised with fear. And so far, it is dropping hard. Who's sitting in US 30 sell? Hands up.
I am.
I am.
I'm in 37.
Yeah,
Good.
still in.
Come on.
That and my GU trades going too.
Woo, now we're talking. That's what I like. Finally, some action. Gold can fucking herself. It's not moving anywhere, but I'm still holding my long positions.
Yeah, but it's what was it, just under the pivot, but it's testing the, what is it, the S1 of the weekly, and that's still respecting very nicely.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take some money off the table on US 30 because it's just way too much. Okay, so I'm gonna lock in 2 lots. That's nice. Fuck, did I close down the position? No, I haven't.
I think gold's just waiting for the pending home sales in like half an hour's time before it makes a move.
Okay, so
Go-
this week was really freaking good.
Absolutely. I made this week 10%, Thomas.
I made
So fucking happy with that.
12 or 19. I don't know the exact person, but it's 19k roughly.
Wow.
It's-
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's nice.
It's freaking good.
I see.
I had to change the contractor for the house because no work was done in the past 6 months, so we had to boot him and find a new guy.
Wasn't that family?
A friend
Oh,
was
friend.
a general contractor.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a big mistake. It was anyway. Long story short, then we found a new company, and we had a discussion, and they started already working on the roof today, and we only agreed yesterday, and now they started working today. So it's brilliant.
Better
it's more
prices
expensive.
also. Oh,
No,
more expensive.
It's more expensive, but it's they have they have experience, they have knowledge. So it's a big company, but they're really fast and they're working. It's really professional. And sometimes you know, once you want, if you want a good job, you have to pay, premium money.
I have
but-
sometimes the feeling if you use family or friends or others,
That's bad.
that they think, okay, man, I can take it easy because we're friends.
Yeah, he took
I don't
advantage.
do that. I don't do that. I don't even loan. Make an exception. Loan my family money without
No,
with
absolutely
everything
not.
on paper. If we do,
Yeah.
then it's standing on paper. Punt. No discussion.
Yeah.
And if they start saying, "Oh, but don't you trust me?" Then you have to watch out.
That's bad. It's like
If they say,
trusting
"Okay,
brother.
it's good, give paper, I sign it," then. But if they start saying, "Oh, don't you trust me?" Then you have to watch out.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so yesterday's low have been taken out, and there was an immediate rejection. Let me show you trading view. So it's time to lock in some money. We made good money on US 30. Over 60% is filled, so it's now time to lock in some profit, ladies and gentlemen. I did lock in my profit. I can't tell you what to do with your own money, but US Open.
And that for an
And-
August, Thomas.
Yes.
You
It's the
needed
end
it
of
some
August.
time for yourself. It was not August. You needed some time for yourself.
Exactly.
I think.
Well, that was the reason I took some holiday, because this whole building is just pissed me off. That when you live in uncertainty, you don't know when the house is going to be finished. We have the baby on the way. It's just a freaking nightmare. And when you trust a friend who's supposed to be our friend, but he fucked us over. And I told him this because he said, "Oh, we can come next week to do the base concrete stuff and everything." And I said, "There's no need to come. You're not gonna come to work on my house." Okay, so market is shifting.
Yep.
I'm going to delete these ones. I'm going to close down positions, and I advise everyone else to do the same. Gold looks like it's going to do some bigger correction. Maybe it's going to retest 1735, so just make sure you lock in some profits. What was the position? Hold on. It's still within the risk tolerance zone, but just spending too much time at the pivot.
It's gonna go really fast up or down. I don't know.
Yeah, we have 19 minutes until another set of data, and when the data comes out for the pending home sales in actually 18 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream because I have some friends coming over with their baby, so we're going to have some Parents' Day. And yeah, so when this data comes out, we're gonna have a look, but I will go and have the remaining day off.
A question: anybody on the MFF use the rapid one?
Nope.
No.
Not
I'm the only one then.
On the 15-minute for US30, it's also forming a nice little M pattern.
Yeah, it's boring. What's in the calendar for next week? I think next week we are going to have no less than the non-farm payrolls on Friday. Thursday we have manufacturing PMI, challengers, ADP non-farm. Oh, ADP is back now? I thought it's going to be September. Because the ADP, they stopped the reports, yes. Inauguration report will be, but no, actually it's back again next week. They stopped because they changed the methodology how to calculate the non-farm employment, and they had some work to do in the background, but it's back again next week. That's a good forecast for NFP, by the way. Wednesday, Canada GDP, that's good. China manufacturing PMI is going to be interesting.
Who was it that asked me why I went in a cell with 52? Was it you, Marwan?
Yeah, I asked.
Why I went in a cell, was the monthly pivot?
Not on the 52, later on, you know.
Oh, 47.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the news.
Yeah, I missed to take the sell on the 52. That was a good one.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, very easy. Problem is I'm at work, so meetings all day long, and it's not helping, you know, with the trading.
That's funny. I put everywhere alerts yesterday, and I was sitting in a meeting all the time with my phone, pop, 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 all the time. The alerts that went off. But I had my plan in my head, so as soon as it came to that level and I watched quick, I went in the cell while sitting in the meeting.
Nice.
Employee of the month.
It's all about the preparation. Are you right? Agree, Thomas? you must put as much as preparation in your trading than watching and enter your tradings.
Do I agree with what? Sorry.
So, you agree? Exactly. You must put as much or even more time in preparation of your trades than watching how your trades are moving.
Absolutely. I mean, there is a reason why we do the morning briefing, and if you see how I analyze macroeconomics, so how I do the logical reasoning, the deduction of how to get to that point. So if I start with the macroeconomics, there's a lot of, you know, obviously it's second nature now because I studied this, I worked in finance, but I try to see every possible outcome, the scenarios, and then go down to the technical analysis, mark the pivots, mark the key levels, and it's just so much better when you prepare.
I agree.
Because you have to, it's a war. And it's better be it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
It's standard for me at Sunday evening. I sit down and make a macro analysis and have a plan. It's a standard routine.
It would be easy to watch television or, you know, go out clubbing, but you know, once your daily bills and your money is dependent on it, you want to make sure you put in as much effort as you can. We don't play around with, you know, it's money, it's serious business. We don't fuck around. Yes, we do tell jokes and everything, but when it's money on the line,
but
especially my money, I'm not going to joke around. Same as Raul.
It's like a professional sport. You can have talent, but with only talent you can't win. You have to train. And you have to
but
prepare
consistency
everything.
and hard work is going to outrun talent in the long run.
You have
Because
nothing
talent,
without hard work. The whole
talent
life
becomes lazy.
Yep. It's good if you have talent for something, but always have the whole life is about hard work.
Exactly, it's never enough, you know, the talent. Training and practice.
I have someone who want to sell me some kind of mining cryptos again. Where are you from? Are you trading? Oh, well, good. But you can make much more with crypto mining.
Idiots.
And I get them on a leash as long as possible till they find out that
you are a trader.
There is nothing to get with that joker. I have to take it. Yesterday was something on Instagram. Where is it? Where is it? Hi, how are you coming? Blah blah blah. He has a lucrative business idea and maybe he can share it. So I answered, I'm a constant and profitable funded trader, bought on holiday home with the profit of Forex in April. That's great. How long have you been trading? Since
Do you use MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5?
Since 2016. That's amazing, and then I didn't hear anything anymore from him.
Of course, because then he realized that you're not a clown.
No.
You cannot be fooled.
I like it. This was too short. Normal. I like to keep them on a leash. Let them think. Once that has to be a scammer. Was a picture of a beautiful woman, and she lives in California. And then she started texting me in an hour that it was impossible that she lives in California. So I answered, "Are you living in California? It's bedtime. Why are you texting?" Never heard anything from them anymore.
Crazy.
You have to do something to piss people off.
And
That's
your best time is pissing off scammers.
Yeah.
Your favorite time.
I don't know. Mr. Casino or something. Michael use his strategy.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I have two other Mr. Casinos also who try to scam me. So I sent first. I was teasing them, and then I sent the screen pictures to the real Mr. Casino. I answered them, you are a scammer, I wrote, because I know the real Mr. Casino, he would never contact me with this bullshit. And then send it to Mr. Casino, and he posted it on his reel to warn others. Why? If you put that much energy in scamming others, you can make a living with trading and other things, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna send out the chart for the team on gold because it's time to go long. The news is about to come out. Shit, why I have so many buys? This one, previous daily low, target 1765. Something like this. Okay. Chart is going to for the members.
It's respected so nicely.
Yeah, it's clear long. But we don't know what the data is going to be, so good luck, my comrades. Enjoy the ride. We have 7 minutes until what? Until pending home sales. Yes.
But that's medium, 6 minutes, right?
6 minutes.
Medium impact. It's not high impact news, right?
Yeah, but home sales, you know, and yesterday, look at how the market reacted to ongoing sales.
Yeah.
Or new sales,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
So the pending, I don't know. We don't really trade home sales, but today we have the opportunity, and gold is going up. So it's good. Let's see. Okay, we have 5 minutes until the... Oops, someone opened the position.
Heavy lots. Heavy lots. Market player.
Market maker. Market player. US30 is dropping nicely, ladies and gentlemen.
Has to be them big lots, you know?
Yeah. Was it you, Hirsch?
No, I wish. Might be someone in this group who's keeping quiet. Own up, guys. Own up. Don't be shy.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because so far it's only Marwan, Raul, me, you, a couple of other people done the talking. But we have 54 people in the Zoom. And US30 is dropping hard.
I'm still listening, Thomas.
That's very good.
We want you to talk, not listen, my friend.
No, not Jax, because he has a really shitty microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
His microphone
I'm
is
singing
just
lullaby for my son.
Where did you buy your microphone, Jax? Jax. Jackie?
Hey, I'm here.
Where did you buy your microphone? Where?
Oh, is it the microphone is fat?
I'll make sure I don't buy this brand.
It's Samsung Galaxy Buds.
You know,
Samsung.
get it in your hand, clear it down very nicely with the cloth, open the window and throw the fuck out because it sounds terrible.
Okay.
But it's actually no, the morning one, it was a different microphone, wasn't it?
Actually yes. I'm not using my Galaxy Buds. It's true.
Yeah, this one is better, but the morning one was just was not good.
Okay, I see.
We have 2 minutes until pending home sales. And it's a high impact news, Raul.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, Mr. Tez.
You good?
Very good. US 30 dropping, gold is going up.
Really, really good.
Very
I
good.
bought gold
Trust me, brother.
Before I went to work at 5 in the morning, I bought gold and I'm still holding.
Are you talking in a landline or what?
About
No, I'll show you how I'm talking. A quick. I have to hold the microphone. No, I'm on a bus.
I see. Why are you afraid talking on the bus? Come on. Let everyone hear the knowledge you have to share with us. Oh, the good old double-deckers. I miss them. Sitting in the back. Everything smells chicken and fries with vinegar.
Stale. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Chicken wings.
Especially the British buses, yeah?
Oh man. On a Friday night, it's piss, vomit, chicken wings, or takeaway.
Gosh.
In it.
So how was your fishing anyway?
Relaxing, thank you so much.
Did you catch something?
Just a cold.
Oh, cold, yeah.
And we have 1 minute until new. Oh no, pending home sales. It's not new, pending. 1 minute and 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. This is your captain speaking.
Oui.
Make sure you manage your position. You are responsible for your own trading decisions. This is not a game.
No.
This is not financial advice. I still have long on gold, short on
All in,
US
guys.
30.
All in.
Don't say that. And we don't know what the data is going to be. Remember. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ready to go. What the data is.
-1%.
-1. Is it good, bad? Fuck knows.
Yeah,
Let's see how the market's
quickie
react.
is. Yep, minus.
That's not
That's
too
good.
bad. That's better than expected.
Yep, that's good for the dollar. Right?
I'm thinking out loud that if it's that means the economy is still overheating, so that gives the Fed a direct a green light that they can go ahead with the rate hikes, but they're not going to do it today or tomorrow, so it should be. Technically, it's bearish for gold, but in my opinion, it's not going to be happening tomorrow or today, so gold should continue higher. Don't quote me on that. It's still August. Let's see. Nah, it's not reacting the way I want it to.
Well,
US
no,
30
because
is
it's
going
medium
up.
news.
No, it was high impact news.
Yeah, on my FX book, is it medium?
Is it because it's pending, so it's not as significant as the home sales? Because
Who
it's
knows?
pending. Yeah.
I never traded home sales. New home sales, yes, but not pending ones, so I don't know whether they drink it or eat it.
Alright, maybe because pending is not confirmed yet, so when you think about it, it's not as significant as the confirmed home sales.
I like the logic of that.
Because you still have to pay up for your home and all that. And not everyone can pay up their home sales as you.
Maybe they're waiting for mortgage approval. But, ladies and gentlemen, I promise to stay until the new pending home sale, well, whatever, the data. But I have to go because I have friends coming over. It was a wonderful 2 hours. Thank you so much for joining. See you tomorrow at 8 AM for the members and 2 o'clock in the afternoon for everyone else. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
All right. See you guys
Adios.
later. Adios, amigos.
Bye. Adios. Bye-bye.
Why is this big freaking thing so big? It's better. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to join the Alpha FX Academy, you have the option to go to the website and enjoy a 50% discount. I'm going to send the link right now into the YouTube chat. You have 2 membership left for the month of August, and then we are going to close it down. So if you want, join today. See you later. But quickly, let's have a look about what's happening with the market. US 30 is dropping. Gold is still going up. It didn't break. Should I stay in the position? Fuck knows. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a wonderful 2 hours, and see you all tomorrow at the usual time, 2 PM. This is the Alpha FX.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.